Good morning and welcome to Woohoo Wednesday. If you don't know who I am, my name's Helen Bullen, and today I've got my No Bull sweatshirt on actually, and I feel this should be my own branding. It is not. It is a fitness business, but blah, 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 blah. Let's start again. So if you don't know me, my name's Helen Bullen. I'm a business mentor, but previous to that, retired osteopath, had a very large clinic. In fact, I had 2 clinics, sold one, started the next, retired in lockdown. Also have been a business mentor now. I've had my business group for, I think, 7 years. I was doing that at the same time as running my clinic. I now just do the business mentoring. I didn't know, but I retired in 2020 because my husband got early retirement and it was lockdown. I thought, yeah, I'm just going to retire. And little did I know that the year after I would get cancer. So actually, as it happened, it was a good time to get it. And this morning, I've just got out of the shower and I was like, yeah, just dried my hair. Looks pretty straight. I still have chemo curls. Now this will start to get curlier and curlier as it really dries. So yeah, that is me in a nutshell, really. I run online business. I have online courses. I have a product business with the HB box. Most things are branded around the HB title. I run retreats as well. So that's a bit about me. I'd love to know more about you. So if you're watching on catch up or live, please tell me a bit about what you do. But today I'm going to talk about, there's loads of people on my Instagram today. I'm just going to stop and wave to you because I like the little wavy button. I have no idea what it looks like. I presume it does a bit of that, but I'll just do that to you as well. I don't think anybody's written anything on there. Nobody on Facebook yet, which is very, very unusual. But I do know that I've not long got off a call with the HB Club. We've been doing our Effective Action Week, and that's what I'm going to talk about with you. Is every third week of the month we do Effective Action, and I rock up at 6:30 in the morning. Yes, 6:30 a.m. And we go through a list of tasks. Here are our tasks for today. In fact, this was yesterday's, of things to do for the business, to prep, reminders. Today we had a little conversation about rent as well. That came up, somebody's question. But basically we get up early so that we can do that, and then people can go off to work and do their thing that they love, which is their work. Now, I'm a great advocate for early mornings. I'm literally sitting here surrounded, which you can't see. You may have seen photos on my Instagram feed or my stories of me editing the second half of my next book, the 10-10 Challenge. And it's all about getting up early in the morning. But I wanted to ask, how do you feel about it? Because people normally say, I'm not a morning person. They're either in the group or they're out the group. And I do believe that we have certain traits in ourselves that makes us either be a morning or a late person. If you said to me, Helen, the best time to do your working is late in the evening, I'd be like, oh no, I can't. Oh my goodness, my brain shuts off by about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, if I'm honest. But maybe that's because I get up early. So I know there's 2 sides of the coin. But here's the thing. Why do I do early morning starts? And I was up at 5 this morning. Not quite my choice. I'm normally up between 5:30. But I'm my husband, no. My son is getting married on Saturday, and I hope he doesn't hear this. But for some reason, I'm waking up every 2 or 3 hours going, oh my God, I hope he's done that. And he's totally in control. I have had not had anything to do with this wedding. And really, I need to do my mum, keep my sticky beak out. But I am waking early. Anyway, so at 5 o'clock, I was like, well, I'm awake. I'm going to get up. And what I find when I get up in the morning is I don't get up particularly fast. I get up as soon as either the alarm goes off, or normally now I've trained myself enough that I wake up at that sort of time. I go to bed early. Last night actually was about 9:30. Normally I'm about 10 o'clock to go to bed. I wake up early and then I just move slowly, sit up, pull dressing gown on, pajamas, sweatshirt, whatever I want to pull on. And then I come down and I'll normally unload my dishwasher. I get going slowly. I put something on my phone. This morning I was listening to a book, but quite often it's something motivational just to get me going. Then I do my journaling. I sometimes do my exercise before I get going, but this morning I'm doing that later. And I just get going with things I want to do. And I find I'm my most creative and most productive. Now, why do I think that is? Because, and especially when I have my clinic, I used to always get up early to work because it's the only time I had to market my business and run a mentoring business at the same time. So I know what it's like to be busy. I used to get up early in the morning before my kids got up. I started these 7:30 lives because way back when, and this is years ago, when my son was living at home and he's about to get married, he has his own house now, grown up, my youngest is gone. I used to do my lives at 7:30 because my son had gone to work by 7:30 and my husband, Eddie, he was just starting to get up and he wouldn't come down till about 5 to 8 before he went off to work. And I fitted the time in between. And it just happened that it coincided with when I was awake and when other people were just going off to work and they could listen to me. So that's how this came about. But the early mornings came about because I needed to get stuff done. And to begin with, I was a snooze girl. I used to press the button on the snooze. I used to press my alarm, and I'd probably set it about 7:30. And those days, my kids lived at home. And I would press the alarm, and then it would go off, and I'd snooze it. And I must have done it about 10 times. And I think you get about 5 or 6 minutes on a snooze button. So I probably added on another hour. And then what would happen is I had to get up. Oh, morning, Tracy. Sorry you couldn't find me. That's people coming on in Facebook. Obviously, I was incognito this morning. But then I would press the snooze. Then I'd be an hour late, and then I'd be getting up, running around like a headless chicken, trying to grab things, get in the shower. The kids are trying to get in the shower. We only had one bathroom in those days. And we were all trying to do the same things at once. There was people shouting, where's my bag? Where's my lunch? Oh my God, there were stressful mornings. And then I'd think, oh, I've got to go to work now. And I'd drop the kids off. And I'd get there and think, oh my God, I'm exhausted. And I've got so much to do today. And then I'd get into the throes of work, and there'd be, because I had a lot of staff then, there'd be staff issues or somebody wanting something from me, which was fine, or emails coming in, seeing my patients, my patient list, whatever I had to do. By the end of the day, I wouldn't want to do anything. So the early mornings came in. It's got to be 15 years ago at least. The early mornings came in to give me extra time. And once I started getting the early mornings, I was up before the kids. So I managed to get things done. They would get up and I'd be like, yeah, your lunch is over there. And I'd be showered and ready. They might be running around still late, but I was on time and ready. And normally by then as well, I'd done some marketing, or I'd done, when I started marketing my business, there wasn't anything like Facebook. So I'm very grateful for things like social media, but I would have done some marketing. I would have sent some emails out. And the great thing about the morning, if you're a business owner, is you haven't had a day at work yet. So you are fresh-minded. And I never used to look at my inbox. There would always be emails there, but I would never look at them until after 9. I'd then go and look at them. So there was no disruptions. It's the way I've written all my books. All 3 of my books, in fact, I've got a 4th one coming, but the 3rd one comes out in January, hopefully. All 3 of my books I've written early in the morning. I get up and I write. And it's like secret time. And right now, it is harder to do the early mornings because it's dark. I prefer the spring when you get up and you're like, wow, I'm up and the sun's rising and everybody else is asleep and they're missing this. I have to admit, 6:30 this morning, it is dark. When I did my live with my membership group, it is dark. But we've still been able to get up and get things done. And, I might have been up since 5, but now the sun lights up. I'm up, I'm showered. I haven't done my exercise this morning because I've done 2 bits of work, but I will be going out in a minute. I'll be going for a walk and I'm doing a weight session in a bit, but I can get my work done. So how do you feel about an early morning? Have you always told yourself you're not an early morning person? Because I don't think I was, but I trained myself to be. Now, I do believe we all have different circadian, is it circadian? I don't want to call them circadian, but it's circadian rhythms, I think it's called. I should know. Osteopaths should know that. I think people don't say that it like a K. Circadian rhythms. I think they say it a different way. I'm thinking how it's spelled. Not that I can spell. I would have spelt it with a K. I know it's with a C. Anyway, those rhythms, I do think we have different ones, and they are affected by daylight, but you can train them. And as I said, in the morning, you are fresh. You have not had a bad day or somebody that's upset you, or maybe a fantastic day and you're exhausted by that. You have not had any of that. You've got up and it's a new day and it's a fresh start and you can actually get on with things. And what I really liked about it when I ran my clinic business is I could get up, do my marketing, run my business, get everything done, even sort wages out, whatever it was. And then I could go to work and just be an osteopath and not have to worry about my marketing. I could just go and do what I love doing. And how many of you find that marketing just gets in the way? And then I'm going to wave to a few more people. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning. Sayful. I can't read your name on Instagram. I don't think that will be your name. It might be. But I love Facebook because it tells me your name. But on Instagram, I apologize if I don't use the right name. But that's why I like early mornings. And that's why I would want to encourage you today to give it a go. An early start. Now, as I said, it's harder now to do it. But we've been working in my HB Club, my membership. We started on 90 days before the end of the year. Now, I think you've got, I want to say 74, 75 days left of the year. But we're on a 90-day sprint to boost our business and do lots of things and get people on our email list and make sales, etc. And for them, it's like, well, we need to get used to getting up and planning and working early. Now, you may choose that you do it once a month, like a lot of my HB Club members do. They do it for 3 mornings, once a month, and they just blast and get work done. Or you may choose to do it 2 mornings a week, or you may choose to do it 3 mornings a week, maybe 5. Maybe you do it all 7. If you become like me, you become like, well, I'm awake on a Saturday and it's 5 o'clock and I could do something. I enjoy that time. And for me, it's like a magic time. And I think you have to give it. And that's why I do my 10-10 challenge. I'm not doing one at the moment, but there is a book coming out in the new year. The 10 days is about the time you need to get used to getting up early. And you can give yourself the weekend off if you want to in those 10 days, but give yourself a couple of weeks of getting up early to get in the swing of it and let yourself get used to it. Now, if you're going to bed at 1:30 in the morning, you need to get your bedtime brought back first. You need to try and go, really, and this is a health thing, don't go to bed after midnight. It is too late, especially if you go to bed at 1 and you've got to be at work by 9 in the morning, you are not getting enough sleep. So you need to move it back, and you can do that steadily. Now, we've got a clock change. I'm not sure if that's going to help or hinder you. If somebody can work that out. I know the mornings are going to get lighter again. Maybe that will help you. Maybe you start at the end of the month, but give it a go. Give it a go. Try and be a morning person if you can. It's really boosted things in my business. And I know people that I work with when they do the 10-10 challenge are like, especially about day 6, they're like, oh my goodness, I love this. I get it all done. Then I just go to work. When you come home in the evening, you've got nothing to think about watching Netflix or scrolling your phone and losing yourself in cat videos, or like me, gymnastic videos at the moment. I know Tracy watches, is it Niall that is a Olympic champion? I shouldn't really tell you about it, but I do like his videos. And if he's watching me, he can maybe comment. I doubt that's going to happen very much. But yeah, I'm very impressed considering I have really stiff knees since going through chemo. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could even jump, let alone do any things he does. But it's quite entertaining. Yes, there's Tracy. Tracy has watched it. Right, my lovely peeps, have a great day. This is all from me on Woohoo Wednesday. If you want to get in my world, you know you can sign up to my email list. It's called the Happy Business Builders, just because it's got HB in it, which all my branding does. And I don't believe you should have a business and be miserable. And I do believe we should have a bit of fun. And that's what I'm all about, as well as, you know, nailing it and doing business well. So if you want to be in my world, you can get in that way. Know more about my retreats. There's a retreat coming in April. I have a handful of spaces left for that next April. Most of those places have gone. If you want to be more in my world, follow me on this page, share this post, do whatever you need to do, and I will speak to you soon. I'm going to say goodbye to Instagram first. So thanks for watching me, Instagram. And my lovely people on LinkedIn and Facebook. Thanks so much for watching. I do laugh that my hair has got even curlier, still slightly damp on my talking. I said to my husband this morning, look, it's straight. And he went, oh, wow, it's getting back to its normal straight. And then it dries. I'm not complaining. I've got hair. I'm not complaining at all. From being bald, I'm certainly not complaining. I have hair. And I have a hairdresser on Saturday and a makeup artist that will be controlling both of those things and making me look superb. Fantastic. If only there was a fairy to make me a stone lighter. Right, my lovely peeps, have a great week. And if you're in the HB Club, I'll see you early tomorrow morning. If not, I will see you Woohoo Wednesday next Wednesday. And I'll let you know how the wedding goes and how I got on wearing the high shoes. Look out for those pictures. Speak to you soon. Bye.